I'm going to show you how to use a Slipfix Railbolt. Now, a Slipfix Railbolt is very similar to the balcony Railbolt that I've done a video on, and you can check that out, where the railing at the top of the stairs gets attached to the post. The difference is this Railbolt has a little kink in it to match the angle of the average set of stairs, and it will attach onto the post with the same fitting. That just fits in there like so, and from underneath the railing gets tightened up and makes a real good fit and finish for the top railing. There's a couple things that are different, and I'll show you how to do those throughout the process. Go. So one of the things that's different about this Railbolt is because you're going to cut that railing on an angle to match the stairs, you got to pre-drill that hole first, otherwise it's almost impossible to start that hole in the right place. So what I've done off camera is I've pre-drilled this with a pilot hole first, and then I've used the 3/8 bit, drill the 3/8 hole. So once I make my cut at the angle of the stairs, I've got a hole where I can start that 3/8 hole. So I'm going to mark this 3.5 inches back, because that's the length of that connector shaft. And then I'm going to continue that line on the bottom of the railing. And we'll just double check that. 3.5 inches back. Now I'll just use my spring-loaded center punch. So as I mentioned, the spring-loaded center punch makes a good place to register a Fastener bit, which is 3.5 inches back according to their instructions from where this 3/8 hole intersects with the railing. That's the correct distance for this system to work. I always drill the inch hole first, because if you drill this hole straight through, there's a tendency for that Fastener bit to kind of jump once it hits that hole. So I'll drill this first. I've got it marked for depth, and I'll do it as straight as I can here. All right, so I'm going to slide this shaft into the hole, like so. Slide the gear housing over top. And it's registering here. You can see it pulling the connector forward and backward. All right, so that's done. So now basically what we're going to do is we're going to put the disc on the half newel, or in the newel post if that's what you're dealing with. We're going to measure the distance from the top of the rail to the middle of the hole, which is roughly 3 7/16, down from where the top of the railing goes. So in this case, we want about a 2.5 inch reveal on the post. I'm going to mark down 3 7/16. I'm going to mark that. That will be the center of the disc. Now, the instructions talk about subtracting 1/8 from that number. I'm not going to do that because I find it sort of settles exactly where you mark it in the right place. It doesn't really matter, because a little bit more or less reveal is not going to hurt the appearance of the railing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll just mark the center of my post, and I'll use spring-loaded center punch to make a mark. That's pretty good. I'll just leave that right like that. Perfect.
Go your way a little bit. About like this. Okay, there we go.
All right, so that's how the Slipfix Railbolt works. Really handy for the top railing. You're going to have to use either an angle drill like this one from Festool, or a ratchet, and the ratchet you can buy from Zipbolt. And the bottom here, at the bottom of the railing, because there's a groove for the fillets, we simply put a heavy-duty screw and some adhesive through the bottom of the railing in that groove into the post. And once that glue sets, this will be really secure. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button and leave a comment for me. That really helps the algorithm, helps me to make more videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, do that. That really helps as well. And we will see you on the next one. Take care.